So welcome back. This is lecture 8 of marginal costing, and this is for group 2 cost and management accounting as well as group 1 cost accounting. Okay, it's the common part of marginal costing. This is for CMA intermediate June 2022 attempt. ठीक है, तो हमारा lecture 8 है marginal costing का. The previous lecture we had revised everything which we had done in the first 5 lectures. So now we will go ahead. Okay, so this is where we have to start from. This is our illustration 5. We had finished till illustration 4. ठीक है, अभी हम illustration 5 से कंटिन्यू करेंगे. illustration 4 तक हो चुका है हमारा ऑलरेडी. किसी को कोई डाउट हो तो उसमें वो मुझे सेपरेटली भी पूछ सकते हैं व्हाट्सएप में. If you have any doubts till illustration 4, you can also ask me by WhatsApp. Okay. So let's see this problem. A factory is currently working at 40% capacity. Okay, current capacity is 40% and current production is 10,000 units. Now at 50% capacity, the selling price falls by 3%. Okay, at 50% capacity, SP is falling by 3%. And at 90% capacity, selling price falls by 5%. Accompanied by, that is along with that, similar fall in prices of raw material, that is 5% fall in raw materials. At 90% capacity, 5% fall in selling price and 5% fall in raw material. Okay. Estimate the profit of the company at 50% and 90% capacity. So we have to provide two marginal cost statements. One at 50% capacity, another at 90% capacity. And cost per unit, they have given us this. So material is 10, labor is 3, and now overheads is 5 per unit they have given. Okay, and they said 60% is fixed. Okay, and the selling price is 20 per unit. This is what they have given us. Okay. So one thing I'll tell you before we proceed, so whenever you have percentages given like this and one base units, so for example, if you're not 10,000 units, right, is the unit, 10,000 unit is the base unit for 40%. Okay, so now if you have to compute units for 50%, what will you do? We'll just have to multiply it by 50 upon 40. Okay. So it will be is equals to 10,000 into 50 upon 40. Okay. That is, it will be 12,500. So similarly for 90%, how I will compute it? I'll say 10,000 into 90 upon 40. Okay. This will give me for 9,000. So these are the total units we have found out. Okay. So let's see here. First thing is, now your fixed overheads they have given us like this. 60% of 5 is fixed. Okay. So what is 60%? Let us see is equals to 5 into 60%. Just take 60% of 5. It comes to 3. Okay. So the fixed portion is 3 and variable per unit. Okay. Variable portion of overheads only is 2. Okay. So fixed is 3. Now this fixed per unit, whatever you get, okay, this will be the fixed cost based on the first data you have been given. Okay. So basically, what is the first data? working at 40% capacity and producing 10,000 units. Okay, this is the first part of the data. So this fixed portion, what they have given, it is actually for 10,000 units. Okay, so how you will get the total fixed cost? 10,000 into 3. So I'll do one thing, I'll just quickly explain this problem once again. Okay. So Himanshu, this problem says a factory. So we had finished till problem 4 yesterday. We are doing problem 5. Okay. A factory is currently working at 40% capacity, producing 10,000 units. Okay. At 50%, selling price falls by 3%. At 90%, selling price falls by 5%, accompanied by similar fall in raw material. That is, raw material also falls by 5% at 90% capacity. We have to estimate the profit of the company at 50% and 90% capacity production. Okay, and the cost at present per unit is material, labor, and overheads they have given. Overheads is 60% fixed. Okay, so 60% fixed means I have just done 5 into 60%, and I've got the fixed portion 3. Okay, and the balance 2 is variable for overheads. And selling price per unit is given as 20 per unit. So here what I told is, when fixed expenses is coming as 3 fixed overheads. Okay, what happens is, what you have to here what we have to assume, or basically the way data is given is, factory, the first part of the data, factory is working at 40% capacity and produces 10,000 units. So fixed cost here would have been computed for 10,000 units. Always take it as per the first data. Okay. So 3 per unit into 10,000 is your fixed cost. So it is 30,000 is the total fixed cost. Understood this much, everyone? 3 into 10,000 is your fixed cost per unit. Total fixed cost, sorry. Okay. And this is one thing. And second thing is, I told you that we have, for 40% capacity, you have 10,000. For 50%, how you will find out? 10,000 into 50 upon 40. Okay, if I do 10,000 into 50 upon 40, I am getting 12,500. Okay, 10,000 into 50 upon 40. For 90, similarly, it will be 10,000 into 90 upon 40. Okay, so I've got all the units. These are the units at various capacities: 40%, 50%, 90%. Okay. So chalo, now let's solve this problem. Now first, here we are starting with a solution here. Okay. First thing is, let us find out the variable cost. Now material and labor are variable. So I've just written 10 and 3 as it is. Now overheads, we had separated the variable part here, right? 2. Okay. So that 2 I have written here. So total these 3, you get the total variable cost per unit. Okay. This is V overheads per unit. Okay. This is total V per unit. Okay. It has all components: material, labor, and overheads. Variable cost per unit. So now what we'll do is, okay. So now fixed cost per unit, we'll write here 3. Okay. Fixed cost per unit is 3 here, and fixed cost total is how much? 3 into 10,000. Okay. 30,000 is the total fixed cost. Now I will, I'm just making here one marginal cost statement. Okay. This is your marginal cost statement, right? So one I'm making for per unit. This one is for total. So you can always make the same one. There will be one column for per unit here and one column for total here, like that. So there will be 6 columns in your marginal cost statement. That way also you can make, or if you are comfortable, you can separate per unit and total. Okay. So in per unit, I'll write selling price, what they have given. These 3 activity levels I have written. And this is also my marginal cost statement, but for total. Okay, this is for marginal cost statement for total. Okay, so these three, 10,000, 12,500 and 22,500, I've written from what we computed here. Okay, this is what I have written here. That's all, the units which we computed, right? So now, okay, let's see per unit what data we have. Selling price is 20 per unit, right? Yeah. So let's put it as 20. Okay, and V is 15. Okay, so I've taken 20 from here. I've taken 15 from here. Okay. And contribution is equal to sales minus variable cost. Okay, so 5 will be the contribution. This is your per unit statement. And here I am below, I am taking out PV ratio. It will be contribution upon sales into 100, right? Contribution upon sales. So it's in decimals. We'll convert it into percentage. Okay, so now this is done. Okay, so per unit we only needed this much. And what is asked in the question? Estimate profit of the company at 50% and 90% capacity. So basically we want total statement for 50% and 90%. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया सबको हमने क्या किया यहाँ पे अभी तक? ठीक है, तो ये पर यूनिट का हमने ओवरहेड्स को पहले सेपरेट किए, फिक्स्ड और वेरिएबल पोर्शन, तो यहाँ पे ये मिल गया हमको 3 और 2। इस हिसाब से हमने पर यूनिट का वेरिएबल कॉस्ट निकाल दिए, वी पर यूनिट। अब हमने सेल्स माइनस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट कंट्रीब्यूशन कर दिया। ओके, वैसे फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट हमारा 3 मिला था यहाँ हमको, देखिए 3 पर यूनिट, राइट? और 10,000 यूनिट्स हमारे थे पहले प्रोडक्शन में, इसलिए 10,000 इंटू 3 करके विल गेट 30,000 हमको फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट मिल गए। ओके, चलो, now we'll start with the total statement, right? So now what, okay, one more thing we can just put in per unit statement is they've given some data of change in selling price and all, right? That will put here. Okay, यहाँ पे देखिए और कुछ डेटा दिया है हमको। At 50% ये दिया है, selling price falls by 3%, ठीक है? 3% में 50% में सेलिंग प्राइस फॉल हो रहा है, 90% में सेलिंग प्राइस 5% में फॉल हो रहा है, और मटेरियल भी 5% में फॉल हो रहा है। ओके, बट इन 50% ओनली सेलिंग प्राइस इज फॉलोइंग, सो वेरिएबल कॉस्ट इज द सेम। सो चलिए 3% ने आप दो किस्म से सो कर सकते हैं। ओके, 3% कम करना है तो यू फर्स्ट कैलकुलेट 3% इसका, और फिर आप माइनस करो this minus this. So we can do it in 2 ways. One is you calculate 3% of 20, okay, and do 20 minus that 3% figure. Okay, second thing is you can directly multiply 20 by 97. Just do 100 minus 3 and take out 97%. 20 into 97%, that will give you the same final result, 19.4. Okay, similarly I'll show you. If I do 3%, this is 20 into 3%. This becomes 0.6. 20 minus 0.6 is 19.4, correct? So this is how I got this. Variable cost remained unchanged in the first case. So I put that and I've got contribution. ठीक है? और 90% में 5% it reduced by 5%. So what I'll do is equals to 20 into 95%. I'll just multiply 20 by 95% straight away. I'm getting 19. But here there is a 5% reduction in variable cost or in material specifically. So we'll go to this table. Okay, we are basically going to this table now, right? And here we are going to reduce 5% from material and see what is the V which we are getting. Okay, and whatever V we get, this V will go here. ठीक है, हम क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे, हमको बस ये मटेरियल में 5% कम करेंगे और जो वी चेंज हो जाएगा ना उससे, वी पर यूनिट हम यहाँ लेके जाएंगे. Okay, so let's do it. So I'll do it in the next column here. Okay, so 5%, so material into I'm multiplying by 95%. Okay, so I got 9.5. The other things remain the same. Okay, so I'm getting a total of 14.5. So here variable cost will be 14.5. Okay, contribution will be 19 minus 14.5. Okay, so my contribution comes to this. Okay, okay. So any doubt till here what we have done? Of course, if you want, you can get PV ratios of all of these. Not a problem. You can calculate PV ratios if you want. Okay. Right? Till here, everyone is with me? Any doubt or any questions till here? Ask me, because now we are going to use this data in the further statement.
सर ये जो थर्ड सिनेरियो में 20 into 19.4 किया था, वो क्यों किया था? सेल के केस में
ये वाला कौन सा आप पूछ रहे हैं कि ये 19 कैसा है, ये पूछ रहे हैं आप?
यस.
ओके ओके, सो ये ठीक है. यहाँ पे देखिए क्या लिखा है ना. सो थर्ड केस में देखिए, इसमें प्रॉब्लम में हमको जाना पड़ेगा. प्रॉब्लम में क्या लिखा है देखिए, एट 90% कैपेसिटी सेलिंग प्राइस फॉल्स बाय 5%. ठीक है, सेलिंग प्राइस फॉल्स बाय 5% एंड सिमिलर फॉल इन रॉ मटेरियल लिखा है. तो दोनों 5% से गिराना है अपने को. आपको कोई भी चीज को 5% कम करना है ना, फाइनल वैल्यू के लिए आप डायरेक्ट इंटू 95/100 कर सकते हैं, या इंटू 95%. जैसे अगर इसमें मुझे अभी यहाँ पे मैं बताता हूँ आपको, ये हो गया इज इक्वल्स टू 20 इंटू 5% करेंगे, है ना, नॉर्मली ये करते हैं. इंटू 5%, ये आ गया 1. अब 20 माइनस 1 कितना हो गया? 19 हो गया. इसलिए इसका डायरेक्ट मेथड ये है, जो आपका 5% रिडक्शन है वो 100 में से माइनस कर लिए, और जो फिगर है जैसे ये 20 है, 20 इंटू 95% कर दिए, तो विल डायरेक्टली गेट दिस. ओके
ओके सर.
सो okay, fine. So got it everyone? Basically Himanshu's question was how we arrived at 90. That's what I explained now. So let's go ahead now with the total statement, because we have to find out the profit made in these two, 15, 90%. This is what we have to find out in the question. Okay, let's see the question. Yeah, so let's see the question. Estimate profit of the company at 50% and 90% capacity production. So okay, so chaliye, so now it's become very easy for us, very easy. We have the units here, we have the per unit selling price here. So what we'll do is multiply 20 by 100, multiply 19.4 by this, multiply this 19 by this. You will get all selling prices. Similarly, multiply our variable cost with 10, this, each of these, you will get variable cost, right? So let's do that. Okay, and then variable cost into units will become total variable cost. Okay, now this is all. I've just put a formula here, contribution, this minus this, sales minus variable cost. This is the contribution we got. and total fixed cost we had calculated here below, right? It was 30,000. Remember, we had separated it out and then we computed. So this 30,000 is total fixed cost. In all cases, it will be the same. Okay. So here profit is, the answer is for 50% profit is 25,000, 90% it is 91,250. This is the answer. Okay, understood? Any question? You can ask anything if you have any question, any doubts. Okay, so I'm assuming that you all are fine. ठीक है, तो हम लोग आगे जाएंगे. 5 हो गया. Illustration 6 के लिए मैं आपको I'll take you to the study material straight away. Illustration 6. ठीक है, ये था आपका illustration 5. Okay, देखिए आप same 25,000, 71,250. Okay. Now illustration 6. देखिए, when you see this kind of data, straight away it should strike your mind. It is that formula: difference in profit upon difference in sales. Okay, that PV ratio formula. This says sales turnover and profit during 2 periods are 1 and 2 period. Sales and profit are given. Okay, what would be the probable trading results with sales of 1,80,000? They have just told us if sales is 1,80,000, what will be the profit? Okay, and what amount of sales will yield a profit of 50,000? Sales at desired profit, profit at desired sales. Okay, so for this thing, first what we should do is find out PV ratio from this. Okay, I'll just take this part only to our data. There will compute. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the data which we have. This is period 1, this is period 2. Okay. Okay. What is that form? First thing we have to find is PV ratio. Okay. PV ratio is difference in profit. Difference is profit will be what? 40,000 minus 20,000. Okay. Upon 3 lakh minus 2 lakh. Okay. Okay, this will give you PV ratio. So this comes to how much? 20,000 upon 1 lakh. Okay, that's 20%. Okay, this gives you 20%. The calculator will get it in percent directly. ठीक है, ये ऐसे किया हमने डिफरेंस इन प्रॉफिट से. ये ऐसा स्टेटमेंट दिखा ना कि आपको समझ जाना चाहिए कि वो डिफरेंस इन प्रॉफिट वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. 2 पीरियड के अगर दिए हैं, ठीक है, तो आपका पीवी रेशियो मिल गया आपको. ही अगर पीवी रेशियो एक बार मिल गया, फिर आपका देखिए मार्जिनल कॉस्ट स्टेटमेंट ये है. ठीक है, sales less variable cost contribution less fixed cost profit. अब आप कोई भी एक पीरियड ले लीजिए. ओके, लेट्स टेक द फर्स्ट पीरियड, कोई भी ले सकते, सेम आपको आएगा. यह है आपका फर्स्ट पीरियड. ठीक है, दोनों का मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको. दिस इज योर सेकंड पीरियड सेल्स. ठीक है, आपका ये 20% है, दोनों केस में 20% होगा. So it will be 20% now in both cases contribution. You can just take any one and compute. Okay, I'm just showing that both results are same for you by using both, but you can just use one and calculate. Okay, अब ये हो गया. Now you have the profits available here. This is 20,000. This is 40,000. Okay, so how much will be the fixed cost? Contribution minus profit. Okay, 20,000 here and 20,000 here. Okay, so this is how we got the got both the statements. ठीक है, got both the statements. दोनों केस में PV ratio is the same. So fixed cost will be the same for both. Profit will be different based on the activity level. ठीक है, now that I've got this, let's see what else they are asking. Okay, I'm just taking you back there now. ठीक है, they have asked us this. Let us take this there. ठीक है, the question that they are asking in this problem is what would be the trading results with sales of 1,80,000? We have got everything ready here. Put another line here. That's sales of 1,80,000. Okay, sales is 1,80,000. 20% becomes contribution 36,000 minus fixed cost is 20,000. Okay, and profit will be different now. This profit I'll have to write here is equals to 36,000 minus fixed cost of 20,000. That becomes 16,000. ठीक है, ये पार्ट समझ में आया मैंने क्या किया यहाँ करके?
Yes sir.
Anybody has any doubt in this part? I've just put the sales figure. Okay, and other things I got it. Then last, what they are asking is what amount of sales will yield a profit of 50,000. They have given a profit. So we have the desired profit. So I told you that we should, in such cases, 50,000 is the profit. Okay. Yeah. Let me put it here. 50,000 is the profit. Okay. So what should we do here? First, we should find desired contribution. So just add the fixed cost to profit. Desired contribution will be 70,000. If contribution is 70,000, only then if you deduct 2,000 of fixed cost, you will get 50,000. Correct? Which is the
3,50,000. 3,50,000. 3,50,000 sale.
3,50,000. Okay. So अब ये हो गया. Anyone else has computed sales? ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. So now so let's do it. So here now we know, what do we know about the PV ratio? It is 20%. Okay, so sales into PV ratio equals to contribution, correct? Equals to C. So what will be C? C will be, sorry, what will be S? C upon PV ratio, correct? So S will be here in this case, PV ratio will go down. So S will be C upon PV ratio, correct? So C upon PV ratio will be your sales. So what is this? C is this upon PV ratio is 20%. Just 3,50,000. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is your sales.
सर ये 180 वाला क्या किया था मैंने? I just missed it. 1,80,036 ये क्या है?
ये वाला जो इसमें 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 कुछ भी, इसमें क्या है ना, आपको सेल्स ही दिया है डायरेक्ट, 1,80,000 ही दिया है आपको, तो मैंने बस 1,80,000 डाल दिया, सीधा 20% आई गॉट कंट्रीब्यूशन. ओके, एंड ऑलरेडी हैड फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट, सीधा प्रॉफिट आ गया.
किस?
ये जो है देखो, यहाँ पे ये पूछा है प्रॉब्लम में कि what would be the probable trading results with sales of 1,80,000. So what I did is I already had sales. So first thing is I did not have any of this. Okay, I only have sales. So I did sales into PV ratio. I got contribution. Okay, into 20% किया, I got contribution. Now I already have fixed cost. Right? Fixed cost the same है for all options. But 20% डाल दिए. अब contribution minus fixed cost will give you the profit. Okay, understood. Then we can do one more problem quickly. I think the next one is, I'm taking you to the study material again. This one will do little quickly, okay, but it's very similar to the earlier one. Now see, again same statement you would have understood. Okay, but tell me what will be the following results are for the last 2 years. Okay, 2014 and 2015. Now just give me the PV ratio now, quickly. Tell me what will be the PV ratio from this statement.
25%.
Good. So it will be 25%. So now you got PV ratio. So we know that once we get PV ratio, the previous problem we saw that we can put the entire marginal cost statement, right? Once we calculate PV ratio, you have sales, and PV ratio you have contribution. So because you have contribution and profit, you have fixed cost also. Correct. So entire marginal cost statement you can put now. ठीक है, ये बात समझ में आया सबके? जैसे हमने पिछले प्रॉब्लम में वही किया था कि सबसे पहले हमने मार्जिनल कॉस्ट स्टेटमेंट पूरा बना दिया था, सारा डेटा मिल जाएगा वंस यू गेट पीवी रेशियो. ठीक है, सो वंस यू गेट योर मार्जिनल कॉस्ट स्टेटमेंट, फिर हमको एक एक करके निकालना है बस. जस्ट इसका फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला बताते जाओ. पीवी रेशियो ऑलरेडी यू हैव गॉट, राइट? बीपी इज इक्वल्स टू फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट अपॉन पीवी रेशियो. फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट यू विल गेट हियर इन द मार्जिनल कॉस्ट स्टेटमेंट, दैट अपॉन पीवी रेशियो. Okay, will be BEP. Then second is sales required to earn profit of 40,000. Okay, let's go. You want me to do this and show? PV ratio and
Yes,
BEP. Huh? Okay. So let's do one thing. Okay, we'll do this in the next session then. Acha, before that, you are understanding the logic, how we are doing this and all that. By the time, in the meantime, I'll take this problem into our solution. I'll show you a detailed solution on this. Any doubt, any problem, anything? All fine? Understanding? If anybody is not understanding any particular part or something, they can just ping me separately. Okay, I'll explain that. Okay then, so we will catch up. You can join in another 4 minutes. 5:56 now, 6 o'clock. Okay, 6 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. 6 o'clock, same link.